let's get started here. Welcome back to day 3 of the 2026 Oneida WPA Women's 8-Ball World Championship. We're wheeling through 64 players from 20 different countries. They're battling for a purse of over $165,000. Today's going to be a little bit of a longer day. We'll have 5 rounds playing, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 7 p.m. Our first 2 matches will be a 1 loss. Our 2 o'clock match will be a winner's side. And our final 2 matches tonight will also be a 1 loss. And those will determine our final 16 as we start tomorrow, stage 2. That will be a single elimination, race to 8. Will take us to the championship game on Sunday, where one player will be playing for a $30,000 check to take home. We also today, around 4 p.m. between our matches here on our stream table, table 1, we have Joe Peachauer and Sophia Mast are going to be playing against Christina Tkach and first round pick from the Green Bay Packers, Matthew Golden. So we'll start that as soon as we can in between the matches here. Like I said, that should be roughly around 4 o'clock. So I'd like to give a thank you again to all of our sponsors, starting with the Oneida Nation for providing this wonderful venue and the lump sum of this purse that we're playing for. Peachauer Cues, Olhausen, Dr. Pool Promotions Inc., Atlas Billiard Supplies, Aramith Balls, Simona's Cloth, ABC Financial, Sinorama, and the WPBA. I'd like to remind you all to please silence your phones and no flash photography. You're welcome to take pictures, but make sure your flash is off. So we'll start back on table 8 with our players here. Coming to us from Japan. Whoops, we'll start on table 8, not table 1. Coming to us from the United States, it's Dawn Hopkins. Her opponent on table 8, coming to us from Spain, Maite Rapero Garcia. Back over on table 7, coming from Canada, it's Joanne Ashton. Her opponent from Taiwan, Jing Yu Hung. On table 6 from the United States, it's Susan Mello. Her opponent from Japan, Sakura Muramatsu. On table 5, coming from Canada, it's Veronique Menard. Her opponent on table 5, playing as an individual neutral athlete, it's Alexandra Golikova. On table 4 from the United States, Billy Billing. Her opponent, also playing as an individual neutral athlete, Olga Konkina. On table 3, coming from Singapore, it's Neo Yuashwan. Her opponent on table 3, coming from Canada, Brittany Bryant. Over to our second stream table, coming from Japan, it's Samiya Konishi. Her opponent from the United States, it's Janet Atwell. On our main stream table, table number 1, coming from Japan, it's Miina Tani. Her opponent, coming from the United States, Kaylee McIntosh Driskell. Ladies, please lag for the break.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Or at least I hope you're having a good morning. We were up a little late shooting pool last night, us guys in the booth here, but
oh yeah,
nothing a little Burger King on the way home wouldn't.
And early morning coffee. Here we go. Welcome everybody to the Oneida WPA Women's World 8-Ball Championships. First match of the day, Miina Tani from Japan.
Yes, we had Miina in her first match, and then we have Kaylee McIntosh
versus Kaylee McIntosh.
Driskell.
She's
married now, and she plays out of
America.
She's still out down there at ICB. I don't know. She was an ICB player for a long time. I'm not sure that she's still there, though, actually. I feel like she's moved. I can't keep up with everybody's socials.
All right, you are listening to the Ray Show. I'm Ray. He's Ray. My name's Ray Skinnerdor. My dad was Roy Skinnerdor, and all of this was beyond my dad's dream. He just wanted a pool tournament at Oneida, and this is more than a pool tournament. This is the second year of the World Championships. Whoever wins this tournament, leaves here Sunday, wins this tournament, they are the champion officially of the world. And there's the first break, and we are off. Dial down the center. Head ball smash. Kaylee McIntosh, she won the lag. There's a little clumpy here to start.
All right, I was having a little mic problem on my side, but I think I fixed it.
He's back. He's back.
You can hear me now over in your thing? All right, so I don't know if anyone heard me before, but it's Ray Bourne here, and from Atlanta again, and we had Kaylee McIntosh, of course, against Miina Tani, and I think I fixed my microphone. Either somebody will pop their head out and tell me, in fact, it's not true, or we will continue on into the match here. So Kaylee with a good break, a ball in the hole. I've been very impressed with the center ball breaking here, honestly.
First two things I'm looking at if I walk to this table is, does that 14 go on the side, and does that 11 pass the 6 into the corner?
I think that's a very good read. I think that's a really good read there. I agree. The 2-3 really is a problematic part of this rack. That's doable, but if you can get the stripes, I think you definitely want them. That might even be either way, whether those balls are clear or not.
She does want them. So much so she's going to take on an early combo with the first shot of the day.
That's a little bit crazy, but great shot.
Boom.
And
crazy like a fox.
Problem taken care of, though. They would have needed to go in the other corner, or, you know, one in the other corner, one in that corner to handle them clean. And she's past that now, and she might be on that 14 in the side that we were worried about, which is a real specific look. So I think she's going to call that, yep, and let's get it out of the way. And I think you were right on to the read there. The stripes are better if we can get these. So you've woken up as sharp as you played last night.
There's a good angle. Yeah, we were playing pretty good. So the 14 was always tough, and we just saw it from the other angle. The 11, I think, is tight as well. But those were the better balls, and she has positional advantage. But here comes Miina Tani from Japan.
Played a good first match. She was our first match of the tournament, was Miina and
defending champion Jasmine Ocean. Tough draw.
Right. Tough draw.
But yeah, Jasmine got that first match, but Miina was right there.
Yeah, my wife played Jasmine yesterday and was 4-4, playing well, and it was a take and run, break and run, and it was 6-4, unfortunately. But she had Jasmine worried. There was a lot of people watching the match. It was talked about quite a bit.
And your wife is Ashley.
Ashley Rice, yes. She will be playing at noon our time. That's 1 Eastern for any of our people that are following this.
Ooh, I like this. Get under there.
Wow. That was a pretty sporty shot, honestly, because that's the angle you need to have a very controlled push at the 2-3 here. While it would require a little bit of inside English, I think, to get to it, it's not a spinny inside. It's just to turn the ball off the rail inside. And, you know, going from having no way to hit it or having to be very creative to having a straight line.
Good angle to break it. I think the 2 goes. And the 2 kind of bumps everything.
Through the traffic. Okay, well, if the 2 goes through there and you can bump the 3 out that way, then obviously that's good. And she did not go after the breakout, so I'm going to guess that you're right. Look at you.
I'm seeing it early today. Maybe I'm a morning guy.
Let's get Dean. Dean, I need to go back to bed, Dean. Can't handle it.
I'm usually a night owl, but right now,
Well, you're excited about the tournament that is being thrown and hosted by your people and your family. So this is, if I were you, I'd probably be fired up too. So big shot right here. You were definitely right. It did go down that hole, but boy, it was a tough look. And I really like Kaylee here too. She's talk about a machine as far as not a fancy player, just really, really good and consistent.
8-ball is now a problem. You're going to get probably 2 or 3 swings to rejumble that board around there. Unless
so looking through the glass, I feel like the 8 might pocket past the 6, then into a small pocket, but I'm not sure. We'll watch for her body language. At some point, she'll probably look right at that 8.
Strike 1.
And we'll be able to tell. Yeah,
that was an attempt.
That was an attempt to get it
to
out.
move the furniture around. Yeah.
I think that means that it must be blocked.
I'll give you 2 more strikes. After that,
she's got it again here. She has the angling towards the 8, and it's a straight line. So if you execute a perfect stun here from the right cut, I think you can.
Strike 2.
Wow. And yes, it does not go. You could see from that angle.
Yeah, I'll give you 1 more swing though, before you're gonna have to say, well, I might just have to 4-rail this bank, like we were last night.
Oh, that's a tough last shot. That's much more of a 1-hole type look. It's there, but oof, that's not the 8-ball I want to be shooting. I can tell you that.
Or you might have to get short side on the 8 and play it long enough.
Yeah, that might be.
Both of those are tough, though. But like I said, you might have 1 more shot at a breakout. Looks like she's going to play the 8 off the 2. She doesn't want her 3rd strike. She's going to play the shape here on the stripes.
Yeah, I mean, boy, the problem is she has a breakout here again, but if she goes down there to get it and makes the ball, she'll be completely lost on the 10. So she's got to shoot the 10 first and come back and use that ball on the side to get down on the 8 for the. It looks like like you said, she's going to go off the 2.
I would have slammed that ball right there too and try to come down, because that pink is sitting kind of fat, goes a lot of places.
I think she's resigned herself to doing whatever she's going to do with the 8. She's made her decision.
She might come short side. She has a pretty sweet angle to come underneath, and then she has a lot of pockets.
I think that's what she's looking at. That's certainly what I would be looking at. Once your breakout wasn't there, you can still get down there off that side ball. And
gotta go. It's gotta go.
And she's not gonna like this.
She may be able to cut it. Never was gonna be easy though.
No, frankly, if she can see it, she's good. So I mean, yeah, if she has the edge of the ball, then she has to be feeling really good here. I think she'd take any straight shot in, and this is not the worst of the worst. It's not the easiest, but it's not the worst of the worst.
If she's calling the side, she has a lot of this 8-ball.
Yeah.
And so she has done well to get this shot.
Nice. Oh.
In and out.
The double jaw. That was Grandma's teeth right there.
It reminds me of the final shot last year when Jasmine won. She had to back cut the 8 in the side, and if she missed, it was over, and she did not miss. That was a hill match.
Sporty lady.
Looks like a safe to me right here. Yep. Gotta get a rail. She got it.
She did.
Yep.
We couldn't see through her, but it was a nice pace actually she had on that ball. And this is a common 8-ball thing. If you don't get your balls out and you leave your opponent with 3, 4, 5 balls on the table in the 8, you're not ahead really. You immediately are behind because you only have 1 ball to shoot, and they can defense you a lot of different ways, as well as shoot the balls in any pattern they want. So there's sort of a hard red line that you try not to get to, where you've gone for your win, and there's only a ball or 2 left, or the 8 and 1 ball, and then they're sitting there with a table full of balls. It can be very difficult to get another shot.
I think she's happy to have this swing here.
Yeah, this is a straight shot for her, so I mean, she's not going to give up the foul. She had a chance to make it, but again, so early in the day, right? It's the 10 a.m. match, first match of the day. Your arms are, I don't want to say rubbery, but I don't think they're you're not really comfortable yet hitting the ball full, I think, like a jump shot. Just tough, I think, starting out. If you're mid-match here, that jumps, I don't know, 10%, 15% easier, I think. Miina Tani going to take a
taking on this
long
2-ball
cut.
start.
That's
This has to be a
interesting
safe.
choice.
There's no way. This has to be another safety.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a dangerous save, isn't it?
I don't like playing safe.
No,
Yep,
I don't
especially
like
not
it
like
there.
that.
It's lateral to the 8. I did not like the choice. So when I say lateral to the 8, I mean the cue ball's going across the block. So the block is the orange 5 and the green 6, and she's coming across that line. Some of you may recognize that same as a position line. It's not a rule, it's a guideline, but you want your ball to be coming into the position line or through the position line along with it and parallel to it as much as possible. When you go across, great shot. When you go across that line, you have to basically be perfect with your speed control. It has to be exactly right, or you'll have what happened there. So,
Kaylee, McIntosh, Driskell, 1-0.
Kaylee picks up the first game, gets away with not getting her 8 ball, and that's a good feeling. Got our sponsors.
Yeah, first break. Let's talk about our first sponsor, the title sponsor, the Oneida Nation.
Thank you so much to the Oneida Nation for having us here.
Yes.
Really great.
Oneida loves you, loves everyone who came here. We appreciate you. Thanks for putting on this beautiful event, making it beautiful. Tables are great. Olhausen sponsored the tables. Their tables, I have yet to hear one single complaint in 2 years, which is,
They
you know,
play
pool
good.
players.
Yeah, no,
We don't hold back our,
No.
our judgments
Look.
too much, especially when we miss a ball. Seems to always be the table's fault, or
I wish.
somebody walked by, or and then the pea shower cues. Those are the.
Yeah, we got Pea Shower Custom Cues, Dr. Pool, Olhausen's provided the tables for this event, Simona's Cloth. Looks like Signorama. I'm not aware who they are, but you can guess they do signs and probably, business gear, business cards, etc.
First break for Miina. Dialed down the center. A little soft, I
Yeah.
thought. Like she kind of wanted it to be controlled.
Laid off it a little, right? For the center break, I don't really like that. We were talking about that yesterday a little bit. There pretty much is no limit to the power you can put into the center ball break as long as you keep your cue ball in order.
And that's where, on my first break, is usually my wildest, kind of like Brett Favre. Everybody knows, Packer fans, you know,
Yeah.
young Brett
I know
Favre.
exactly what you're saying. So you come out the box.
He came out with a couple
Throw 'em.
sky balls to start.
Okay.
They might go into the stands or whatever, but then as soon as he settled down, well, that's what we all do on our first break, where it's a little wild. So maybe she took some off just because she didn't want to scratch on our first break.
I'm kind of
which is what
sad
I
we
do.
were playing one pocket last night. I didn't get to see you basically do the Brett Favre to come out the gate. I think I would have liked to have seen that, actually.
Oh, that's my boy. That was my boy, Brett.
Yeah.
Brett Favre forever, man.
Yeah. 90 yards in the air, no problem.
And we are
What
the
an arm
only
on that
city
guy.
who owns the team, Green Bay Packers, and we actually have a Green Bay Packer coming down here later tonight.
Oh, so last year you guys had us out. We met some of the team, remember? And we were on the field. And
Yes, opening ceremony.
that was amazing last year, and it was amazing this year. It was a lot of fun seeing the smoke dancers this year. I can't say enough good things about it, the Oneida Nation, this casino, the place, Green Bay. We have a blast here. So this is definitely one of our favorites, and I think it's, always a little more fun when the girls come from around the world for the bigger events, and this is obviously a world championship. So everybody that could get here is here. Cheska and Rublin are both here. They usually don't both go to events, actually. One or the other will go a lot of times. The Filipinos are very respectful of each other, and how, and traveling and, who's doing what. Pretty amazing group of ladies, honestly.
Except when it comes to a world championship. They're
Yeah,
like,
well,
nope.
World Championship, I actually said to Rublin, "You're both here," and she smiled. I said, "Must be important." She laughed. Yeah, it was
Like
good
that
stuff.
evil Dr. Evil
Yeah, it
laugh.
was
She's
good
like,
stuff.
yep.
Yeah, none of us are missing this if we can help it. So, anyway, great to have them all here. We got Wei Wei here, Wei Su Chen, Kelly Fisher's here. I think Allison Fisher has been taking a good-sized break. She's been having a few medical things, I think, and just kind of getting a break for herself. And she was with her mom all last year, which was really cool for a lot of us. Got to meet her mom. And
was always going to run into the 13 there. She hit it thinner than I thought she even could, and probably than she could. And so now they've lined up weird.
It is lined up weird off of bumping it that little bit, right? And
so you're going to have to come for the shape on that 13 in the corner. Yep, so now you got longer shots there. And that distance created a chance to miss.
That's it. So that sort of falls into my missable balls concept or whatever, but she didn't have that shorter shot that seems like, oh, I didn't want to shoot that now, but you won't miss it. So that's one of those times where an 8-ball, I'll change my pattern. If there's any way to change it and keep going, I'll make the change rather than take the long ball.
That was a great shot.
That was.
The camera view. So you can see from that last camera view, the 10 goes pretty clean. The 3 goes. Mm-hmm. They're not as big of problems as I thought they were.
Yeah, if you can make the 10, then you don't really have a problem. Kaylee with a nice step in. And for players at home, if you want to get better, one of the things that you can do, it's almost universally good, is learn to step in instead of sort of fall down in place. Step in really helps. Put the cue on the right line, put your body in the right position.
So she's coming back here with another longer shot. She could play this combo, but I think she's going to play that long 15.
Yeah, if it's clear, like you said, I wouldn't, but she doesn't have to love this, though. She's shooting another sort of missable ball. Nobody's really warmed up yet. Again, that 10 a.m. match time is, to me, it's always tough. I think a lot of us play pool afternoon, nighttime. So morning matches.
See, I was kind of thinking the opposite. I was thinking, I just missed a longer shot. I love that. I get a little bit longer shot again right now. Now
just get it out of the way.
I can adjust. I can dial in. I ain't missing this again. And I was pretty confident she was going to make that one.
So I'm a little more Dr. Evil. I'm going to get my shrink ray to come in and shrink the table down while I'm shooting.
Okay. She's got a choice here because that 10 does go with the other angle, or she can pull back for the 13 in the corner.
All right. Yeah, she's nitpicking them 13, 10, and I like that. She's done a good job of reading those balls as you did. The 10, with the 10 going, you can see very easily that she can do what she wants to do here. She's going to get a really nice look at the 8 from this if all she really has to do is pocket this ball and not lose the cue. I think that's going to be good enough. I mean, that's probably about as bad as she could be.
Yep.
But it's still good enough to shoot a reasonable shot at the 8. She won't be able to get closer to the 8, but you just make sure your cue ball is not you're not shooting over the 3. And obviously, I guess I would add to that, don't follow it all the way to the rail. So it'll be a little bit touchy unless she has room to cut and bounce, but she doesn't want to bounce too far. That's just about perfect, literally. That's exactly what you wanted. This is a nice shot at the 8. If somebody left you this shot at the 8, I think we said this yesterday, if somebody left you that shot, you'd be happy about it. If you let yourself be mad that you didn't get down on the 8 as well as you should have, you can actually miss from that negative energy. So one of the things you do mentally, tell yourself, hey, look, if she'd have left me this, I'd be floating in the clouds. And that helps you get that ball done.
Bingo.
Yep.
1-1.
1-1. I don't think anybody's really gotten going yet, but I think Miina definitely showed a little bit of confidence there once she made that second long ball. That was a nice little touchy out, and she didn't baby the balls after missing a ball, which can be something that, you just start being tentative, and you can't win tentative, really.
So you're definitely watching us on YouTube. The WPBA channel is where you can watch all the matches from yesterday, the live matches right now, being produced by X Pool. Check out their stuff on xpool.live. I did just touch on the match later today. There is an actual Green Bay Packer coming later today. It's an exhibition match.
Oh, I didn't understand it was a challenge match. Oh my goodness, what's happening?
Yeah, this is kind of breaking news.
And I heard about this.
I'll tell you all about it. So today, not Jordan Love. He's our starting quarterback. I'm too excited. This is Matthew Golden. He's our #1 pick last year, wide receiver. He's coming down here at 4 o'clock, and there's going to be a challenge match. It's going to be Matthew Golden and Christina Tkach, my favorite player, playing Joe Pischauer from Pischauer Q's, and their featured player from Pischauer Q, Sophia Mast.
Wow.
That's at 4 o'clock. Come on down. Oneida Casino.
Boy, that sounds
Hotel.
like a lot of fun to watch. I hope I'm still here. I'm going to be a little worn out at 2 o'clock after they've had 4 hours of us in here.
I think that'll wear out anybody there, yeah, including us. But we'll be fresh. We'll be fresh for that one. That's Matthew Golden. That's Green Bay Pack. Let's go.
Look, I probably want to just come out and support the guy coming down because I think it's good to build the sport and have these kinds of matches thrown into something like this. That the people are known or famous, whatever it may be. It's just an interesting twist to give a little excitement into the tournament that isn't just the tournament.
So you're from Atlanta area?
I was born in Atlanta. Yeah, I'm literally from the city of Atlanta, Northside Hospital.
What we say up here is "Go Pack, Go." That's kind of our chant for the Packers.
All right.
I went to Atlanta once for a game, and everybody kept walking by me saying, "Rise up,
So
rise up." I didn't know what they were talking about. I had no clue.
Well, they're talking about how bad we were and how we needed to get better.
No, I was not in on the inside joke.
I'm gonna get hurt when I get back to Atlanta.
But just kind of like our "Go Pack, Go." That's what all the Atlanta fans say.
Rise
Here,
up.
go there, rise up. That's just a football thing. I had no clue it was a football thing. I thought it was in a bad neighborhood. I was like, why does strangers keep walking by me and saying this in my ear? What's going on?
Did you have a Packers
here?
shirt on because they would do the?
I had
the Packers
the
are not real
opposing
popular
team.
down there.
Yep, I was in enemy territory, so maybe I was in a bad
I
neighborhood.
think that's what was going on. So I was going to say, this is a terrible time to mention that when I was a kid, I was a Cowboys fan, huh?
Uh-oh.
I don't think this booth's big enough for the both of us.
It's. I tell you what, we've had Cowboys number for a minute now. As long as you're not a Bears fan, we can get along.
No Bears really, and look, the Cowboys. I'm more of a athlete fan than a team fan. I was a huge Deion Sanders guy, and I also am a defense football guy over offense. I just love good defense in any game where everything somebody's trying to do isn't working. I like that in pool. I like when you just manhandle people with defensive shots and they can't get on anything, they can't get anything going. Easier to do in 9-ball, safety play in 9-ball rotation, which I think most of us agree is what we've been playing the most for the last 15, 20 years.
Playing this 1-ball, she's taking on a hard shot here.
Is she going 1 or 2? Is it 2 in the side?
Well, she pointed the corner. The 2 in the side was the easier shot.
Okay.
She said, no, I'd want to play shape a little more here. She's not worried about missing right now. She's just using the balls as rails.
Yeah, using the balls as rails. And we had that conversation last night. We met one of Ray's friends that doesn't care for that that descriptor or whatever, but I get it. If you're hitting the balls the right way, it's just looking at what your cue ball is doing. If your cue ball is doing the right thing, then essentially your object ball has to do the right thing. It's just a different way to think about it.
And you could tell that's how she was thinking there. She said, I have an easy 2 in the side, but I'm not worried about easy or hard. Every ball is in the hole. How hard is it to hit the rail?
And pool is trained. Look, one thought alone will not get it for you. But if you're training your cue ball and perfect cue ball movement, then thinking of bouncing them off of the balls as rails really can be helpful. So I mean, even as a training tool for position play, it's really a mind game. So you're trying to train your mind to do this difficult thing and not get frustrated or quit.
There's a little angle here. I can't tell if it's easy to hold for this 8 ball on the side.
I think she's in good shape here for the 8 in the side. It would have to go all the way behind the 13. I don't think that's happening. Nah, she's okay here. And she has the other side, quite frankly. You could go thin and come up. It's a smaller pocket. She totally lit that. She didn't hold it at all.
I always thought it'd be a little problem.
You're right again, man. I'm going to need more coffee or something.
It was just a hair more angle than would have made it super easy. I think it's still cuttable into the side. But if it doesn't go by the 10,
from there.
All your options are bad right now. You got to pick one bad option. I think there's a line for a bank between all three of those stripes, too. I don't see a good option.
Mulligan? No, we can't do that.
Even the four-railer's gone.
Yeah, no, this is tough. I think I'm going to block a pocket with the 8 is what I'm going to do. So I'm assuming she called her extension.
Whoa, hold on. If you jack up here and fire, you can hop the 8 over the 10 and put it in the hole.
Oh, shoot. This guy wants
like
to do
skee ball.
Florian.
She's playing skee ball. Let's
Florian
play.
Shot. Look, if she makes that, I give her the set.
Okay, she's not jacked up, so she's not
She's just
going for my shot.
She's just going to put it in front of the ball in the corner, and I think that's the right.
Oh, she tried to skinny
off the ball,
the stripe there and get in. Yeah,
I don't love that because there's no defensive angle to it. I think you got it. That's one of those things where you have to accept your fate. You didn't get it, and get the ball in the way. That 3 of those balls, especially the 10 ball, want to go in that corner. So I just feel like you have to attempt to put something in the way. That carom is tough.
See, I played some matches on the stream, and when I do, you know that Shane googly eye thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gets this googly eye, and Shane Van Boning, and he just starts playing out of his mind good, and you don't want to see it. Sometimes I get on the stream, I think the moment's bigger than it is, and I start thinking I can fire that 8 ball right over the 10. And I know that's not the right shot. I would never shoot that.
It's great heart.
Any other time.
You know, heart is a thing too, and that shows great heart. If you think you're going to hit that ball, it's like you'll do anything. I like that. You don't do it all, but I like the thought.
You think you can do it.
I like the thought that you know, like whatever it is, I'm going to do it.
And that's where her mind was right there, because she passed that 2. She shot the long cut on the 1. She was not concerned with missing a hole. She was going to put it where she wanted. But in that shot, she had no shot. So she said, yeah, I can just skinny this 15. And I'm out.
Had she made it, we'd be sitting here talking about the genius of it. But at the same time, I like blocking a ball. If you're, you know, the people at home watching or whatever, if you want to win more games, sometimes you've got to block a pocket and let your opponent to the table. You know, again, that doesn't exist in any other game. This is the only game where we have our own balls. You know, so you block a pocket in straight pool, they shoot the ball that you block the pocket with. You block a pocket in one pocket, the ball's going in the hole. You know what I mean? So
hold on a seckie.
8 ball's the only game that you have that option.
If she's
rolled up tight here.
If she cannot make this 13,
I think
there's
she can
a lot
make
of trouble
it, but
here.
The cue ball's running away from her 11, so she's going to have to go a couple of rails, maybe even 3 rails, to get back to that 11. So it's definitely changing the shot. I would actually be considering going the 11 first here. Nope, not from that angle. I wouldn't.
This is a great angle. You can see.
You can really see how much it
the
needs
shots
to go
into
over.
the side and the
She's
angles.
got to cut it thin, extra rails. She's done it. I think
Slow
this
down.
Is pretty good. It's a little long. She's gonna
Needs to
survive
slow down.
it. She's gonna survive it. Oh my God! I don't believe it. That was like somebody used the force on it. Ouch. Ouch.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
It winked. It held
God,
up.
it did. It stopped for
It
a
said,
second. and hung.
"Geronimo."
I can't believe it got all the way to there.
And did an ST splash right back into the hole.
Wow. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Kaylee Driskell was loving that
She just mopped that right up.
little performance by the cue ball.
You cannot blame her. She had the respectful pro face. Here's our other scores, everybody. We are looking at 2-1 on our table. Janet Atwell's down 2-0 on the other stream. Neo Yuxuan is 1-1 with Brittany Bryant, Billy Billing, and Olga Konkina from, she's individual, right? 2-0, Olga's ahead. Veronique Menard and Alexandra. Veronique is up 2-0. Alexandra's been playing good. I don't know how many of you know who that is, but she is a really good player who's only been with us a year and a half on this tour. Or WPBA anyway. Susan Mello and Sakura. Susan is up 1-0 on Sakura. Sakura is one of the really good Japanese players. Joanne Ashton, Shinhyu Hong, 1-1. And I missed that last one because I'm just talking too much. And I'm really sorry, everybody.
2-1 Kaylee.
All right. I don't think anybody's like pulling away here or anything. It's anybody's game still, this one. Nice controlled center ball break. They're making a ball. Again, I'm just really impressed with the spacing and the pop breaking.
Put a little more heat on that break. The first one was very controlled. That one was controlled, but you could see she's ratcheting up her power as she goes, and that's what I was talking about. Where I am scared to scratch on my first break because I know I'm going to.
Because you're Brett Favre.
Because I'm Brett Favre. I'm young Brett Favre. My first 1 or 2 balls is
going to throw it right
going
out of the
way
end
over
zone.
my receiver's head on a frozen rope, about 100 miles an hour. But then once I settle down, now I'm three-time MVP Brett Favre.
Okay. I like that. Look, that sounds like a great way to get outside yourself and focus on a certain way of getting it done that day or whatever. It's a mental game. Visualization works. It's proven. So these kinds of things actually matter. We say it jokingly, but having a solid belief, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get it done like my boy or whatever, that can actually be really helpful as long as you don't translate that into making silly mistakes or whatever. So in other words, I like associating Brett Favre, for example, as a power guy at his position with the break is what you've associated it with, and so to me, I think that's a good association.
Biggest arm in the history of the game,
exactly,
and
to feel like a big boy.
Sometimes you got to roll that back.
Yeah.
Early, but young Brett Favre didn't know that.
No, he
we
was
had to grow with him.
No, he broke hands. He probably broke a receiver's hands once or twice.
Now the big problem here, I'm looking at this run out, Miina, Tani. Solids were absolutely the choice, but what are you doing with this 8-ball? I see 5 pockets blocked. There's 5 stripes that block.
Yeah,
there's only one hole.
I have to agree with you because she's gone low ball solids here. You're exactly right. The 8 is not going to clear because you're not going to shoot the balls that the 8 needs for clearance. So in one of these shots, she needs to have planned the bump out, and I think this could be it right here. I think you take the 6 to the corner and get rid of the 13. The 8 goes in that corner now. That would be my shot. This is basically 100% bump. You're not missing the 13. The question is, make sure you get the 6. That's a little more angular than I thought.
I was going to say the side angle shows.
Yeah, so she's not going to hit it here.
I'm not sure.
So she's shooting herself into a corner, which is something you got to be careful with 8-ball.
She's going to play the gap she's going to make both these balls controlled, play the gap, put the 8-ball in the only hole it goes into.
I wish we had a pin so you could see what my boy Ray just pointed at. I mean, it's just a tiny little track that she's going to get into.
Right
It's
between
tough.
the 11 and the 13. But again, this is a world championship, so everyone's thinking, I can get there. And if I get there, I'm going to make it.
Man, that's just, I don't think, I can be real aggressive. That's not how I think, though. I think I do not want to get on this 8 bad. I would put some energy into that, but either way, she doesn't have it.
Oh, so you're saying make the 3 and just come into that clump in the middle?
At this point, I think I would probably do what you said.
Oh,
but
okay.
I would have liked to when there were more balls on the table, or I literally might have considered stripes for the simple fact that by shooting them, I would have had the 8 open. The bottom line is you cannot win without all the balls and the 8. So
now I'm crashing.
Getting 7 is...
Now I am Crash Bandicoot. I'm playing this with some inside. I got to bang into that and just take whatever I get.
I think you have to, right? Because you can't even get to the track that you set in between the balls there. It's really just not there now. So, yeah, unless there's an angle we don't understand, I think you just come right up and bump the 11-8 and...
take whatever you can get out of that, yeah.
And she's done a great job.
Touch
Look, that's
bump.
a fine hit. I hate it on the last ball. I hate it for her, but she did it. I like to, if you got a problem like that, I feel like you want to, nip it in the bud early in the rack and so that your run is clear.
That's beautiful. That was
What
great.
a shot. Great shot under pressure. Down 2-1. Really important ball. Let's see if her confidence is there, and it is. That should really help her feel good for the next game. That was some fine work to get around and get that on the last
Tani.
shot. Miina Tani. She's kind of a favorite of ours because we've done a couple of her games. She shoots straight.
And her name is fun. I just like saying that name too, right?
Yeah, Miina Tani.
There's Dr. Poole in the background.
Look at there
The
he is.
hardest working man in show business.
He's sitting in the wrong spot. He needs to move over a couple of chairs and be on top of himself. He might mistake him for a pea shower or something.
He's this guy's everywhere. I love him. There you go, taking a phone call.
I don't
Never
know.
takes my phone call, but he'll get back to you quick. And last year with, helping this event, it was my first time I got to see a lot of back end stuff, and oh my goodness, so much goes into a big event.
I mean, honestly, people
Setting
don't
it up.
understand. They kind of take Dean for granted a little bit. I mean, it's hard when you promoter guy. There's always this thing of
I
how
don't.
it goes. But yet he has been unbelievably good for the WPBA. When Poole was down 10 years ago or 15, and it wasn't happening, he was still keeping it going. And as things ramped up and Poole got really hot again, like it is now, he's been at the center of that and getting bigger events and making deals. And it's just not easy to get these girls all places, get 40,000 prize money added. It's just much easier said than done. So big shout out to Dean. We really appreciate him for all the work that he does to get these events happening.
Oh yeah, in this case it's 140,000 guaranteed added.
This is a big boy event, though.
And right next door is the
Again, it used to be a funny joke, the Budweiser commercial. We would put our dresses on and we would play if we could because it's that kind of an event. But
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like that we men have squandered our ability to make those kinds of jokes maybe a little bit, I guess. I don't know. That's my opinion. All right. So,
real quick, right next door, it's 20,000 added guaranteed.
Oh,
We're
yes.
at Skinner Memorial. If anybody wants to come in, walk-ins are welcome. They have 3 divisions, all singles, 8-ball, and the lower starts at 3 o'clock today. The middle starts at 6 o'clock today, and the upper 8-ball starts at Saturday, 10 a.m. And I am the defending, reigning champion of that world.
okay.
And anybody is welcome to come on down and
Get in his
and
world.
get some. Come on into my world.
Get into Brett Favre's world.
Welcome to my world. Because I do not plan to relinquish this title. I'm going for a two-time.
I got to be honest. I told you last night I got a spot on my eye. So right now I'm not planning to be up at 10 a.m.
boy.
for this situation. But maybe.
A spot in my eye. I used to write down at the end of when league's over and everybody's matching up and starting to gamble. I brought a notebook of all the reasons people couldn't play.
Well, this is real. I got like I don't want to describe it because the description of it is.
He's got a spot in his eye. I've heard I have to drive in a school zone in the morning.
I think those two are a little
I
different.
have to let my dog out.
I don't think those are the same. But
I need my notebook back.
one of those is a medical condition, and the others are
Oh, it's
mental.
from
and
the
the others
doctor.
are
A
mental
doctor
conditions.
says, doctor's orders. I can't gamble you right now, Ray. It's
Doctor's orders. Oh man.
Pool players are the best. Pool players. When we miss a shot or something isn't absolutely perfect, we are the nuts. We give every other sport the 7 out. We'll tell you it's not our fault, and it's because something happened. The wind, our cue. I didn't eat right. I knew I needed more potassium.
There's a lot of
It's
that.
all and we'll look you dead in the eye with the most sincere.
Which eye? The one that with a spot on it?
The
or the one
spotted
with
eye, even. Yeah. And you'll be blinking
just
one
wanna know
eye
which
and
one you're
twitching and pulling the whole
Look,
performance.
I'm all the way at the
Saying-
point of maybe taking that contact lens completely out, so that because I'm right eye dominant. It's my right eye that has the spot. So now I'm left eye dominant, and it's happened overnight. And I haven't really figured out how to deal with it best, but I think if I take the lens out of that eye and just make it blind, I'll be better than having it like
You're really
partially.
selling this, huh? You forgot that I seen you
It's
play
actually
last night?
true. No, I can still make balls. It's true, though. I cannot see out of one
I
eye
didn't see you
properly.
miss a ball.
Oh, God. Well, you didn't keep watching.
You are laying it down.
I drank that last bourbon. I went over to the other table, and I basically fell apart like a broken robot. It was bad. It's okay. Corey, the girl that came that I was playing with, she had come to visit us, and I wanted to spend some time with her before we all left last night. And she's not a player, so it wasn't a big. I wasn't like beating myself up over it. But at the same time, I really could not get it done. I was pretty upset.
That was a great
Banking
shot.
is my
Case in
strength,
point.
and the spot seems to affect that more than cutting. Cutting's just a lineup, so I don't know. Banking, 5
all
variables.
Rays know how to lay it down.
Rays
we
universally.
ain't playing that good.
You can't be
and,
called Ray when you're a kid and not, have something to you. Like you'll get beat up.
Kaylee has a lot of problems here, but again, I saw the eye of the tiger pretty early in this match from her. I don't think she thinks she can miss right now. So it's a matter of shape, but everything's dead in the hole. You see that? Not easy. Dead in the hole.
Yeah.
This one,
she's
not
a great
easy.
player. She's a great shooter. Her rotation is just, again, so some people like fancy, and I am fancy. You saw me last night. I can get fancy with the ball and a lot of movement and, big stroke, whatever. Fancy's not really, honestly, the best for pool anymore on these modern tables. You really want to be structured and deliberate like you are and measure everything. She is that 100%. Her rotation game is really strong. She came on tour and just got better and better.
She ain't playing rotation now.
No.
One ball down. She's coming 3 rails, I
She's
think.
going down the
to get
down
shape
the table.
on that 7 on the side. Yep, she played the shape right. She got, but the shot itself was always tough.
It was a lot of shot.
And I love playing rotation players 8-ball because they just
they're
move
not,
their cue ball a little bit too much.
Exactly. You're right. It's a different game, and most people, it hasn't been played seriously in a long time. Hayball is making 8-ball have a huge comeback, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more 8-ball. And I hope,
And
with
Hayball
so
is,
much of my heart, that we keep this event going every year here.
A lot of people don't know what Hayball is, but there's an actual Hayball champion here. But Hayball is 8-ball played on a Chinese 8-ball table, which is like a snooker table, much tougher pockets.
Exactly. It's got rounded snooker-style pockets. They're tougher, tighter. You don't shoot the ball down the rail really very often. So there's some sort of snooker-like respect for how close the balls are to the rail and shooting them down the rail, this kind of thing.
But essentially 8-ball.
But it's an 8-ball game. Yes, you have. They do it with colors. There's no numbers on the balls. It's just red and white, if I remember correctly. I was actually trying to talk my wife into going and doing that. They're really getting a lot of money in Hayball in Asia. But we talked about it and decided, you know what, we're happy. We live at the lake down just outside Atlanta, like 20 minutes, which is the only water in Atlanta. So we feel pretty lucky. Actually, we like to lay down and get up around 3 if we can, but don't tell anyone. All right, so Miina Tani, she's got to run here again. Get this 11 in. Keep her cue ball movement down.
I said she's in a good spot. She had some choices there. She just wants to get rid of that 11. I like it.
Yeah, that ball on the rail, there's no reason to leave it there from where she was. She needs to be right here, though.
She's pretty straight on this 9.
Yeah, her only problem is this 11-15 sort of clump here, and it's not bad, but she needs to make sure, if she wants to keep it simple, she wants to be able to get through.
Draw back, 15 in the same pocket.
Yeah. Or 15 in the corner, I think, right? Oh, wow.
Miscue. She was trying to draw back, just like I was saying. Maybe had a little tight backhand there, and that'll increase your chance to miscue. Very unlucky that it landed dead on the 7 ball. Kaylee's biggest problem ball left.
It's unfortunate for Miina, for sure.
Chalk is free. That's what I tell my league buddies when they miscue.
Yeah, that's I think something that happened with chalk that I think it's kind of funny. To me, it's wrong though. The high dollar chalk, I love it. I use Kamui Roku is the one that I use. Talm is great. V10 especially, I love it.
Talm is a sponsor. Yeah, they got the best magic rack in the game, but
whatever good chalk you have, though, that's not a reason to not chalk. It's like people got that chalk, and because it's so good, it's kind of like motor oil in the car. Even if it goes 10,000 miles, I don't think I really want to go 10,000 miles on my motor oil. I'd rather still change it at 5,000 or 7,000 maybe if I'm gonna go a lot. But same thing with the chalk. Chalk your cue. Don't buy if you're gonna buy more expensive chalk in an effort not to chalk. Then I think you should just get Master Chalk and chalk constantly. But if you get a better chalk, don't use that as an excuse to say, "Oh, I'm good, I'm good." Just chalk the cue, throughout the game. And don't worry about it. It costs only a fraction more unless you lose the chalk. If you're losing the chalks all the time, that's different. But you know what I'm saying? Like it does.
Yeah.
A $25 or $30 cube can last a very long time if you don't lose it. And so I just don't think people will literally get these high-dollar chalks in an effort to, I only need to chalk once a game. I just think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that was one of the original selling points of the $high-dollar chalks when they were rolling out. They were saying, "Well, you don't have to chalk every time." I've never
changed my chalk
that way.
I changed my chalk to the better chalk, but I didn't change how often I chalked. And I think that's the point I'm trying to make. Just if you're buying it to not use any, then just don't even bother with it. Master Chalk's great. It gets a little dirty.
I like our sponsor, Talm. The winner of last game was a great ad. Kaylee Driskell chalked up with the Talm chalk and then sunk that 8-ball.
Yes, she did.
But Master's the standard, very, very, traditional.
I simply mean
if
you're it's not as good. But if you're buying good chalk to not chalk, then I think you got the wrong idea.
Let me ask you a question. How much was that miscue worth right there?
Who
just
knows?
Came here from Japan.
Yeah, right.
This is a World Championships.
Right.
How much is that chalk worth? So when you talk about a 50-cent piece of Master Chalk and a $40 fancy chalk, I know I miscue. I don't miscue much. Let's say I miscue 10 times a year. I know because I'm playing with softer chalks, I miscue about less than once a month, and I play a lot of pool. But if I'm playing with Master Chalk, I miscue probably 100 times a year. We're talking 10x. So how much is a miscue worth to you? I think that miscue right there was worth if it was $100 cube of chalk, I think she wants that chalk.
She would have had it, yeah.
Yes.
I 100% agree. And if you go take my bag apart, you'll find, actually I have 4 bags in the car. You only saw one last night. But if you go through them, you'll find a good piece of chalk in each one. And you might find a master cube if I was worried that I was going to run out or something like that.
Or your tips getting hard, or whatever the conditions are, the softer, more expensive chalks, they are going to cut down your miscues. Yeah. And so I get it that, it's a lot of times it's not worth it, especially if you lose your chalks a lot, which I do. You mentioned that.
That's
I
really
lose my
the key.
chalks all the time.
Yeah, I've lost a few.
But when it comes to pool, all I'm trying to do is not miscue, even, anytime, even when I'm practicing by myself.
The noise itself hurts my brain or whatever. I feel like to me, I'm as a good player and the kind of player I am, I don't want to miscue ever. It's just a negative force for me. So either way, like I said, if you don't buy the chalk though, don't buy the good chalk to use less chalk. Buy the good chalk to have the best chalk and to have the best chance to not miscue. But chalk normally. If you find yourself looking at a shot like Kaylee is right now, this is a great time to chalk because you're not in a rhythm flow here. You're making your decisions and you're deciding how you're going to defeat this map. And what better time to re-up your chalk than while that's going on?
Wow, she's playing low ball here? I don't like this.
Coming way down there, yeah. I don't understand the leave.
So she was playing short
she
side
must
on
have
the
been
11.
Oh, okay. She was going to try to go the 11 in the side next. That was going to be her solution, but you could shoot go the other way with it, can you not?
She's always had the 15 as the backup, which clears the 11.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is another way to go. But again, this creates that dynamic that we saw yesterday with Rubelin, where you're clearing your down ball. Okay, no, never mind. She's back in line. She's back in line.
She's in great shape now.
She's saving the She's going to take the 9, pull back, 13,
Exactly.
11, which makes your key ball the 11 ball, which is right next to the 8, and that's what you want. You want your key ball, which is the last ball before the 8 ball. You want that to be near the 8 ball.
Guideline, not a rule, yes. But sometimes they're funny near each other. But yeah, no, I agree. You don't want to be going cross table at the end if you don't have to.
Yeah, that's what one of the players yesterday was doing. She was clearing all her bottom of the screen balls, going up to the top of the screen and coming back down for the 8. Every time when she had a choice, I was like, to me, that's a bad pattern.
Yeah, what a great view this is. So she's gotten a little bit straight, so she can't make the 11 any easier. She's going to have to shoot it from up here. I wouldn't cheat that pocket or take a chance on that, and she's not either. So she obviously would have liked to have just been a half a cue ball over, and she'd have been able to drift on down and get straight on the 11 and pull back for the 8. Now she's going to have a bit of a shot here. I'll be honest, I would probably shoot it with low and draw it right off the 6 ball, like the ball's a rail.
Every ball is a rail.
Every ball's a rail, and you can literally draw off that 6, and you don't need a lot. I mean, you can back cut the 8. Looks like she's going to bounce it forwards. If the angling is right to bounce off of it, it'll work, but it could go over behind the 2 or something.
She overcut. I think she was trying to stick on the 6.
She was going to shoot 8 in the side from that. I see what she was at least thinking now.
Miina,
the ball got in the way of Miina's short shot. So Miina would have had a short shot down bottom, right, on the 6. Yeah, so the ball did obstruct that. However, Kaylee finds herself in what to me is a bad 8-ball position, which is Miina has all her balls and a lot of choices and a lot of possible defenses. She had this before and did a lateral defense. I didn't like it. Went across the safety line. It went across it instead of into it. But she has that same thing again here. Wow, she shoots a rifle shot as her first shot.
Tried to fire it in.
I mean, a rifle shot. I just don't love that because that's the reason the cue ball's out. If she shoots the same ball without the rifle, she's behind the 1, I would guarantee it. I don't think Kaylee has the cut, but she has a sure hit, and I would think that would make her feel good. You could even consider a 1-pocket type of ball here to try to turn this completely around and go off the rail and sit on the 11. On the, and off kick one rail and down onto the 11 and, sit behind it basically. A little bit risky, but if she goes straight into it, I feel like she's going to leave a shot one way or another because either it'll come up for the 1 in the side or you'll have the 6 in the corner. It'll be pretty tough to leave no shot.
As I say, there's not really a safe here. You want to really get into some 8-ball?
Okay,
what?
wow.
She's playing a 1-rail kick bank.
She's doing the kick that I said, but instead of doing it for safe, she's doing it for a bank.
I like this, actually.
I don't like this. I like the creativity.
Oh, she played it
behind the ball. What a shot.
Out.
That's the shot of the tournament.
Oh.
That was the shot of the tournament.
Okay, she lined it up. Now looking back, she lined it up exactly how she hit it. She's seeing it. It was a kick.
I stand by my thing. It left the table, but my God, what a shot.
It was a 2-rail kick carom bank.
That was nasty. That was
with shape
behind the ball. I didn't see. I thought she was trying to hammer
with speed, and she left it hanging. So now you're a major threat to your opponent right there. It
is a hanger. You're right, but I mean, she has left her open though. These ladies can shoot. I don't like the leaving it open. But regardless, that in a miss. That might have been the shot of the tournament. That was one hell of a shot. So let's not take that away from her. She almost made that ball. When it was drifting up there from our camera view, we're like, is that thing going in?
Was she?
That thing was, she hit that thing good. All right.
It's almost as good as a safe when you put the pressure on like that.
No, it is important. Look, that's important. In fact, look, if it's sitting up in the middle of the rail and not a huge threat, that definitely changes what happened. It was so good that it went back into being a threat. But, I mean, again, I don't want to... That's not the shoot. Don't try this at home, kids, is what I would say about that shot. But it was a hell of a damn ball. I mean, if she made it, it would literally be the shot of the tournament. I would dare anyone to hit anything better than that this week. I mean, just an unbelievable look at that ball.
Hold on.
I will be talking to Kaylee after this match and just telling her that that's one of the greatest shots I've ever seen in a big moment.
And it may still pay off. it may still pay off because she just tried to get short side on that 3. She didn't get there, so now she's going to have to come from distance to get short side on the 3. And that 11,
she went off the rail and came back instead of getting the 3 now.
That hanging 11 ball grows bigger and bigger every single shot because there is no safe with that.
Well, so by my missable ball theory, though, let me tell you how this works for me. I go 5, I go stun 1, and then I'm leaving the little angle to bounce back to the 3, and then I'll go distant the table. Oh, she just drew it right over there.
Nice. That was nice.
Yeah, that worked, too.
She pulled back. She got short side on the 3.
She's good.
And that, in my head, I just miscued on a shot where I was trying to draw back like that, so I'm putting extra chalk on that ball, and I'm having my loose backhand, my good follow through.
Back to the chalk, yes, for sure.
Because that was a very similar style shot where it wasn't about the miss, it was about drawing back and not miscuing, and that's what she did. She did a great shot.
She hit that great, yeah. I think she could have got there off of the 2 like I was talking about, but if you can draw straight over there and it's gone, she's obviously got a better out here. This is, I'm surprised she's taking the 2 first here.
Yep, I like the 1 first as well. But now that I look at this angle,
one on the side
is pretty sweet.
Okay. All right. To me, that was a real easy bump in, though. 1 in the corner, 2 in the corner, 8. I don't love this choice because she got there. But if this gets just a little bit funnier, she's going to be backwards on the 8. As it is, she's got it. And you have to sometimes, it's not no feel. And these people that say there's no feel in pool or you can't ever shoot from feel, that's not right either. Sometimes you got to, even Allison Fisher, who's got to be as technical as anybody ever was, has said and quoted, loudly said, sometimes you got to go with what feels right to you. And I 100% agree with that. You can't just constantly sell out to your feelings, but sometimes in the moment, you see something, you're on it, and you just have to take it. So great out by Miina. What a way to save that. This is turning into a hell of a match. 3-3. Kaylee just shot the shot of the tournament, maybe. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, Kaylee. Yep.
All right, here's our scores. We'll see everybody's out. I'll try to be a little faster. 3-3 on our table. Semia Kanoshi and Janet Atwell, that's one of the Japanese girls. They're not moving real fast. 2-1. I'm not watching what's going on over there, but they're not moving very fast. 2-2 between Neo Yoishuan and Brittany Bryant, Billy Billing and Olga Konkina. 3-1 Olga. Veronique is 3-1 over Alexandra. Susan Mello and Sakura. Sakura's gotten her fire going and is up 3-1 on Susan. Joanne Ashton and Shinhyu Hong. Shinhyu is up 3-2, and Don Hopkins and Mai Tai, we call her. 3-1 Don Hopkins. Boy, Don can still shoot. She's another one that can sure play. Want to thank the X-Pool guys for doing a great job. They're back there. It looks like the Millennium Falcon back there. There's a whole bunch of screens and 3 guys working their butts off to make sure that you guys can see everything and do everything and watch everything. So big shout out to Sean and Matt and Kyle, if I have it correct.
Three.
So
solid break.
Barn burner here.
Cue ball went down though, but yep. And I 8-ball's my favorite game, and this is I always like to start out when you get your very first shot at the table, whether it's your break or not. I like to just walk around the table once, even though there's a shot clock here. You're not trying to waste time. If you just do one quick walk around on your very first shot, you might see an angle or whatever that you're not thinking about. You didn't know a ball went, or I just like to tell people do that one time.
And look, these girls are playing under structured time. On this table, it's 60 seconds after the break and 40 seconds a shot. So that's the one time that you have the extra time to check those lines. And it is the time. That's probably the thing that 9-ball players who are not professional, good amateur 9-ball players who play 8-ball and don't understand the differences in the game well enough. That's one of the things they do. I don't think they take that initial look at everything. It's easy enough for me to get out of the habit of doing it.
Ooh, boy, that was risky.
Yeah, she didn't want to waste her extension on that, and I don't
I would
blame
have
her.
took my extension. You don't blame her?
No, it was a
That
very
was
easy
almost a
ball.
foul.
She had ball in hand, so I don't.
Hold on.
Oh, is
Hold
he-
on. They might be going back to the clock here. That might have. I don't think it was a foul.
No, I thought she shot before it beeped. But yeah, no, I wouldn't waste my extension on a ball in hand on a short shot. Is that what they're calling? Wow. I wish we could go back here. We don't have a way to replay, do we?
How about now? Would it have been a waste of an extension?
No, but I didn't think that she.
I'm seeing it clear this morning, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
look.
I am. That's like the miscue.
Just will you have
That's
them
like
bring a stretcher
miscue.
in for me and let's get me out of here? I'm gonna go to the eye doctor and.
I asked a question earlier. How much would you pay for that miscue? Now I'm gonna ask you another question. How much would you pay to
Look,
not have that timeout?
$200,000. $100,000 for each thing. So it's not,
So price is the same for
I'm
me.
out of money.
I'll pay my. I mean, when I'm in these kind of matches, I put it all on the line. My heart, my soul,
Yeah, if you're
my
invested in something
ancestors.
like this.
Everyone is here to win, and when I die, it's a slow, painful death, and that timeout foul, even if you can make your case that I didn't timeout, that is worth. It's priceless. It's priceless.
I mean, honestly, that's the correct answer. It's priceless. You can't get it back. And no amount of money will get it back. And I guarantee you these girls want the win here. If they wanted to play for money only, then a lot of them probably wouldn't be here. This is not the way to win the most money. Once upon a time, I was a road player. The bottom line is this is competition at the highest level and trying to be the very best. And so it is priceless moments. You don't want to have miscues and, oh no, this happened and that happened. I'm still in a little bit of shock though. I thought she shot before it beeped. So it's unfortunate we don't have a way to check that ourselves. So Kaylee doing good. She's got a nice run going here. She's just got to pop this ball and be on the 8. So this rack turned around in her favor off of that mistake. Perfect. I mean, just very nice.
Yeah, Kaylee for a while now, I think ever since the first game, she's in that mode where the balls are in the hole. It's just a matter of controlling her cue ball.
Well, after shooting that one shot that she almost made, I feel like I could do anything.
That includes the,
My
the
gosh.
two-rail kick combo.
The
two-rail kick
carom
bank. I mean, yeah,
bank.
two-rail kick carom bank.
I gotta think about what to call it. It was
It was all of the non-obvious shots in one.
up, down, left, right. Like it was
AD
for those
select start.
of you that know to go back to something like that, that's the kind of shot that was. It was insane. Unbelievably good.
And it's paying off right now. She's winning. I think she is
I think
playing
she's
the best pool
played
right
the
now.
better set right now, but
The set's far from over though.
yeah, and I just can't believe that one was counted as after the bell.
I try to so I did a little refereeing basketball, and I did look into being a ref for the BCA years ago. I didn't do it, kind of regret it, but I always give a lot of grace to the refs, because after refereeing that basketball, I realized how hard it is.
Yeah, stuff's happening, and
The bang bang calls, and you are human too. You are going to make a mistake every once in a while. You try to never do it, but if you ever do, those mistakes, those rare mistakes, do equal out over time. So
Yeah.
before I was a referee, I used to freak out a little bit more, blow my top like some pool players we all know.
Well, I'm sure Green Bay. There's some historical calls we could go back to.
Oh, 4th and 26. Let's not.
Let's not do
Cowboys in the 90s.
Oh no, I would definitely don't.
You're
We're
welcome.
not going to do that again.
No, let's not. You're right. You're right.
And let me tell you something. I'm not a Cowboys fan in the last 20 years. This is really going back to when I was young.
How could you
when
be?
they traded around those good players. They had the number 1 defense, number 2 offense before they got Dion. That's when I kind of got on to them. I mean, you could call it fair weather friend. I like the performance of that team, though. They were nasty. But
I got a trivia question for
fell
you.
apart, though.
Which team is the only team ever in the NFL to have the #1 offense, #1 defense, and the #1 special teams in the whole league?
Well, I feel like this is just has to be the Green Bay Packers, of course.
Ding, ding, ding.
So,
1996-97, Brett Favre led.
you're bleeding green and yellow in here,
Bay
man.
Packin'.
You're bleeding green and yellow in here. I could feel it coming off of you.
You can win some money on that question someday, because that's a pretty good question.
Yeah, I need to ask it somewhere other than Wisconsin, and I'm winning the money. Somebody's gonna go, it's the 49ers,
They would be wrong.
and they would be wrong. Yeah, I actually quit Atlanta sports because both the Falcons and the Braves had Deion Sanders, and that was my favorite player, and still is. I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan. People always go Bo Jackson. And God bless him. Bo Jackson was great, but he got hurt and whatever. Deion, they kept him from getting hurt. He wasn't always just hiding. They were keeping him from getting hurt. He was worth too much.
Nice. Speaking of prime time, that was a nice shot.
That was a nice shot from being cold and
Six on the side. Still don't have a lot here. The five. She's on the 5 perfect, but I'm just getting more and more worried about this 7 ball.
Yeah, the 7, you'd want to go the direction of the 10, and obviously you can't. So there's going to be a touchy ball. However, I think you could stun it right off the 2. Can you see if you stop off the 2 after the 5 that you are on the 7 the correct
that's
way?
What I was looking at originally.
So
was using that 2 to get the angle to get in there for the 7.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to end up having to play the 7 one
she went
rail.
for it there.
Nice. I don't know if she's on it, but I think she is.
I definitely liked using the 2 because to me you can just draw a line right from the ghost ball that makes the 2 right to the 7. I think it's a clean look. What she did has put that in jeopardy.
And I think she tried to get here with the last shot too, the 6 on the side. So I think that's 2 times in a row she tried to hit that little gap and get on the 7. That's strike 2.
So to me that's actually a bad read though. If the 2 is sitting good to get the 7 on a stun stop, then you want to use that. That's the one you want to use. That should be the pattern. See, now she's got to roll back to it.
She's going to have to play it.
Yeah, this is going to be tough.
Hold on. This is a lot of angle.
I think Kaylee just continuing to get it done, and then the ball in hand probably are in her head a little bit, and that's unfortunate. Doesn't mean she can't shake it off right here. If she can shake it off and get this game.
This is crash time, and she had an early crash on the 8, and it came out smelling like a rose. Here we go again. She may even try to pull back and go straight into the 11.
You have to. What a hit. What a shot. That was a big boy shot. Had Kaylee not just shot that Frankenstein super shot, then I would be saying how great that was. But this was really great. She has just opened this table up to have a great chance to go 4-4, and she was stuck.
So much danger on that shot.
I mean, yeah, it was crazy good. Okay, and she pulls back. She doesn't try to force the ball and bounce up for the 8 in the corner. She elects to draw over and take a clean shot at the 8 in the side.
What a nice 1 ball. Give her the hanging 7.
Yeah, that was
giving her
shot.
this shot. She's right back in this match.
Come on, girl, let's go. 4-4. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Miina, Tani.
Yeah.
44.
She's a favorite of ours. And she looks young. She's going to be around a while, obviously. She's one of the young Japanese players. So.
Oh, yeah. So 4-4, we're doing race to 7.
What a set. We're not getting out of here, man. We're not going to have breakfast.
Oh no, you have those feelings sometimes. You just know a match is going downhill. Sometimes you know it as a player, sometimes you know it in the booth.
Yeah,
this has that kind of feel. I'm not saying I totally feel that yet, but
this has been a good one.
Surprised.
It hasn't been a slop fest. It's been a one mistake dictates extravaganza, game after game. That's been really good.
Especially for an early match. I'm like you. I'm not liking the early matches too much as a player.
No. I probably just went to bed at 3 or whatever. That's early for me.
Like
I'm definitely a night owl. Ray, we would Ray our way all around Green Bay. What do you guys do? You don't have an after hours place? So I heard there was a. I better not. Maybe not talk about it on the stream. I heard about a place. I'll ask you about it off the.
Sure. 4-4 down the center.
So good break, but they have kind of packed back up over there. That 3-ball clump is going to be a little weird. If you can somehow take stripes and combo the ball right out the gate, but you don't have that here, I think that's really going to force the issue on wanting to get solids. Low ball says a first start here, but if you leave the 14, you have to have a plan for it. 14 being the green stripe over there in the clump. And then you also have the clump of the 5 and the
Okay, she's
12,
looking
11.
around, but
so
she did time out on her first shot last Raxx, so I think she's going to be a little bit more in a hurry here. Ooh, maybe not. Don't be afraid to use your extension.
I like that she's not. I like that she's not worried about it. Did not use her extension. She's confident. She was this way in that first match with Jasmine. She made a few mistakes, and it really didn't take her out of herself, which is good. That's, you're going to make mistakes. The better you handle them is actually the players that make it longer in these types of events. Not only can they shoot, they handle adversity well, because there will always be some.
So she went with the solids. There's a lot of problems on both sides. If this 6 goes, it's okay, good, because she's rethinking a little bit, but if she's even looking at this at all, that means it goes. I'd like to create an angle with this 5 so I can maybe crash into the pink and red up there.
I don't really understand because the 5 went, so I'm a little bit in question about what she was actually doing there.
What did she just call right now? 3 goes by. That's what she called. 3 goes by. She must, unless she called the 14, which I doubt that.
No, but I don't understand. I don't. I'm looking at it down through the glass too. I don't really think it does go, but it must, right? I mean, she wouldn't be shooting it. So it's just the way it looks to us. All right, let's go. That was very important. Look, that made the solids a viable choice, that ball going. I definitely did not think that was possible.
I don't mind the 14. Yep, I was going to say I don't mind the 14 long now. Or you could even just shoot a stop on the 7, then shoot the 4, the pink 4. I wish the 4 was purple, especially here for Oneida. This is our traditional color. Colors purple and white. That's how we should have sold it, to make the 4-ball purple again.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to make it purple again, but that we can just use that set of balls, though. We can use the Aramith Classics, Super Pro Classic edition or whatever. This is the TV edition, of course. The TV edition was invented to make the balls easier to see to the public, but we ended up with this pink 4. And
it's very controversial. I think people are getting used to it, but I'm an old cranky dude now.
We're gonna bring that beat back. We're gonna get that purple 4.
I'm gonna write a petition.
I've got that set of balls in the car, actually. In the trunk, I told you I had 4 cases. Probably must be 20 sticks in there at least. I got 4 sets of balls too. I got a set of blacks, a set of TVs, a set of classics. That's it, 3 sets.
A little danger here. She has angle on the one she's trying to draw back. I was gonna say it's hard to draw back and not in it.
She needed more low and less outside there. She hit that touch of outside.
And also because the one was so close to the rail, that low, right after contact, doesn't grab as much right away, especially on new felts. TV table, clean balls, all of it.
Pure low will. Pure low, it'll touch that rail and actually jump backwards instead of outwards. But if you cheat that draw with that little bit of outside, that outside will take immediately, and that's what happened. Think about when you go high center and you know no side spinning, but you're straight on the ball and straight to the rail. It'll hit the rail and spin forwards as if you're using inside. Same thing with low center, but if you put any outside, that outside will catch first. So she's created a tough ball and missed, and Kaylee will come up and be Kaylee. Get the 15 out of the way of the 12.
Oh, this is duck soup.
It really is.
Kaylee, here, here on the res, we like corn soup. Was my dad's favorite meal.
Okay, so this is corn soup then.
This is corn soup right here. She's licking her chops.
Yep.
Like Pac-Man, she's like, these are pellets. Just chomp, 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 bye.
Yeah, it's she's actually on this one going to get to follow the sort of all of the guidelines that you'd like to have work for you. She's doing exactly that. Like, so this is laid out open. She's clearing one side of the table and moving up the table with very little cue ball movement, just up the table, getting the various balls. So I think she has to feel good here. You could adjust and leave that 14 to shape the 8, but she's going to stay with the initial plan.
Just stay away from this 5 ball, please.
Bounce off the rail here with some spin. Really easy shot to put some spin on, though. So as spin shots go, that was an easier one to get good position off of, so I can understand that versus the sort of off-angle 10 she would have had.
Yep, and now you're definitely going to save the 10 as your key ball. That'll be the best ball to lead you into the 8.
You're going to go orange stripe, 9 ball, yellow stripe, and hopefully get right on that 10 straight so you can just sit right on that 8. And she's looking pretty good here.
Chomp, 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 chomp. I like that.
Yeah, this is Pac-Man.
This is Pac-Man, yeah.
Pac-Man 8 ball. But that's what happens when you make all your balls and leave your opponent with all their balls. It's supposed to, this is kind of one of the main flows that happens, and that if you're playing well, I think you're trying to keep it from happening.
That's why it was so risky. I saw that one, and there's only one stripe sitting there, and all you gotta do is avoid getting behind that last stripe, and I'm like, because she had a little bit of angle on the one, I don't know. I saw danger there, and a lot of times you don't see danger there because you're like, yeah, I can get by that ball easy.
I see danger everywhere. That's all I see. Wildfires and danger.
5-4, Kaylee, McIntosh, Driskell.
Yeah, she keeps doing what you want to do in a match like this. I mean, of course, you'd love to win 7-0, but in a match like this, one thing you want to keep doing is being the one to get that first game to be 5-4. And keep your opponent under that sort of pressure that, dang, she's ahead that one game again. She's ahead that one game again. And this being the critical moment because whoever gets ahead at 6 is on the hill. So this is a great time to be 5-4 and not 4-5 and have a chance to, if you pick this one up, you're sitting on the hill. The opponent needs 3 in what's been a very hard-fought match.
What a great shot, too, of the sponsors we're talking about, that these are the gold standards in the game. Simonis cloth, Airmouth balls. You can't beat that.
Almost 200 years of cloth. That's crazy. So here's our other scores again. Hong Xinyu is up 5-2 on Joanne Ashton. Dawn is 4-2 over Mai Tai from Spain. Susan Mello holding on with Sakura 4-2. Sakura in the lead. Vero and Alexandra knotted up. That's a good match there. Both of those are straight shooters. Vero has some titles. That's a good match. Billy Billing holding on.
5-4. Want to stay right in this. Keep it 5-5.
Not fast enough. I need to be faster, Ray.
You're getting there. We're just waking up.
I feel like I'm going to need another whole coffee to get
that
there.
9 ball needs to fall.
If I'm being honest. I really drank a little too much bourbon yesterday, I think, in the end of when it's all said and done. Like, if you put it all together, it might have been a fishbowl, and that's too much. It was over the course of the day, but,
Interesting choice here.
All right.
I like... I'm not sure if she called 4. There's 2 pinks right next to each other.
Yeah, she got the 3 and the 4 next to each other. Good hit. Okay, so 4. We can't tell from here that she can do that, but the way she lined up, obviously it looked like that was what she was going to do. So she's now opened the table. The 6 is probably her biggest problem. Doesn't go in the side there, but it has a good corner pocket to go in.
Yep, 6 and the 2, I think, are the only 2 balls I'm concerned with. I'm coming for the 6 right now. Unless you're too jacked up here, She's lefty, though, so this is going to give her some advantage over this ball.
Yeah, she's a little bit up, but it's not.
Imagine you're right-handed
It's a factor.
Here. Yeah.
But
it's less of a factor because you're lefty, though,
yeah,
right? Imagine me and you right-handed trying to shoot this ball.
Yeah, our bridge hand would be up around the ball there or whatever.
Our body would be at the bottom of the table reaching.
Well, I'm skinny. I might try to do something weird or whatever.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say I might do
I'm not skinny.
I didn't say anything about you.
I got it. I've been working out. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You look great. You looked good last night. Shot well. I think you probably learned a lot, actually. One pocket's not really your game, and that's what we were all playing. So.
Oh, that is not my game. But that's the most fun I've ever had playing one pocket. You guys all are just were seeing these shots right away. I never see, and
it's a good game to play, even if you're not serious about playing it a ton or whatever. It's a great game to play to really get your table reading up, which is probably more important in 8-ball than 9-ball. And you say how much you love 8-ball, but it just you just see stuff you wouldn't see because you haven't practiced it or had an occasion. So okay. I do think it's really helpful with creativity. So she's on the two. Yep, she's on the 2 here.
Which I saw as a rising trouble ball, and she wants to get rid of that now. We both agree that the 6 is still the number one concern.
The 6 is, and it's going to remain that because she's taking the cue ball down away from it here, where she could have gotten over to it. So she'll have to come back up. But I mean, this is still pretty rudimentary. I mean, she's going 2 in the corner, and she's going to bounce through the balls there.
Yeah. So
right through them.
Pattern I'm seeing already is that little brush might have lined them up. What do you call that in one pocket? Stacking the balls up, or it's where you try to leave a combo, or make sure you don't leave a.
I don't think I really have a name for it, but yeah, I'm always trying to leave a line of balls for the other player, not for myself. So what she's done it to herself here. So I don't know if she's looking at the combo, or I'm pretty sure the 7 does not go around the 5 or past the 5 or anything.
The way she just lined up the 7, it must go. She's lining up for the next shot. The 7.
Yeah. So from that angle, right? It's really hard to tell from that one angle. Oh yeah, of course. So that's no problem.
Now she's got a crash angle.
I don't know if coffee's going to help with that, man. I don't think it was the spotted eye either. I don't. Just think it's just plain stupidity.
Okay.
I'm kind of an idiot, and it's the only problem.
5-ball, natural angle to crash the 6 if you want.
Yeah. I think if it doesn't.
Tani doesn't mind crashing with control.
No.
I don't think Kaylee wanted to.
No, I don't think so either. But if you don't touch this, you're still in the corner. If you do touch it, you probably have a shot. So while I don't love it, I think she can make it work. I agree with you. No, matter of fact, she hedged the safe. Look. That's all off of not going and getting the 6 initially that you said. I agree with you. I think that we needed to get that 6 early. The 2 could be dealt with while it was open. The 6 really had to go where it had to go. It has one pocket. So order-wise, I don't love it.
I think we both agree that a safety in that position, unless you think you can really glue up on that.
Yeah, because look, she has the duck 9. The 9's going in. So she's gonna have a chance to run balls here, and I just didn't love it. But we're up in the booth. It's a little easier to think up here than it is down there with the time clock running on you and your lights in your face. But I think if she would have pushed that 1 and 3 originally that were on the other end to get to the 6, I think that this table could have been Kaylee's without any real trouble. I don't know what she saw that we didn't that kept her from doing that.
It might have had a little more angle, and she might have just thought she could get better on that 14. But either way, Miina is very happy to be at the table.
Yeah, she's up, and she has played well, and I think she has nothing to do here but keep her head on straight and make a good pattern and run out here.
14, clear the path for both of those stripes in the corner later on.
Precisely. That's what I would do.
You're going to have to move the cue ball here a little bit.
The 10 went clean, nice and easy, but once again, I want to say the 6 is at least partially in the way. So I definitely like getting these
playing some low here.
Open down.
I'm coming high inside 3 rails.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both there. I think I probably would come back, but it was high up the rail. You would have to really aggressively put the spin, the inside, to get it to grab the bottom rail.
But with the low, she was always playing shape on the pink, and she's on the pink now.
Yeah, but she's going away from the other ball, so she's going to have to hit the rail and bounce back out for them. And the 8 is now over on the rail, so it'll be a little bit more difficult 8 to get shape for, where it was out in the open.
Okay, I kind of like this. So drawback, shooting this 15 drawback, you got to stay above the 6. You don't want to get caught underneath that. But as long as you're above that 6, you're going to have a shot on the 11 and maybe even the 10 first.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might even have the 10 first here. She's got a good pattern here to get out. I agree with you.
If you can just come straight into the 6, bump it, which she likes doing, controlled bumps, then you got 10 first with a perfect stop shot angle on the 11. Look at this. Bump the 6, make the 10, stop, boom, angle. Night.
Ray is on fire
I'm
today.
seeing this.
Look, he came ready to announce.
Are we not in a world championship right now? What's going on here?
Oh, I don't, because we haven't played again yet.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I like how comfortable she is with bumping balls, and that is 8-ball too. The best 8-ball player that I ever knew, his name is Walter Glass. He's my buddy's dad. He passed away recently too. His son opened up a pool hall in Vegas.
Oh,
beautiful. Really? It's called Walters.
Really?
Tim
New
Glass.
place.
His dad's name is Walter Glass.
How long have they been open?
They just opened.
Okay, so it's a new place. Hey.
Months ago.
Okay, well that's amazing. Some new challenge to Griff's out there.
And the reason I brought him up is because she reminds me the way she is very confidently and controlled bumping balls. He was the best at that. And bar table 8-ball was his game. He won the BCA used to have a division called Grandmasters. I think he's the only person ever won the Grandmasters 3 times, 8-ball.
That's pretty strong.
He's pretty strong.
That's pretty strong. Great shot by Miina. Great run by Miina. She has done everything she's supposed to do to stay in this. When there's been a mistake, this has not been a sloppy deal at all. It's been one mistake dictates basically the whole time. If you're just joining us, Kaylee McIntosh missed a ball that might be the shot of the tournament. It was just unreal how good it was, and barely missed it. And it was a kick carom bank. It was just
2-rail kick carom bank.
It was nasty.
With speed, with shape.
With speed and shape. She almost made the ball. It was incredible. Worth looking at on its own.
That's a good T-shirt right there. 2-rail kick carom bank with speed, with shape.
Yeah. I mean, if you wear that around, you're going to get action because people are going to be like, no, that's crazy. But, look, first time you make it, everybody's going to go, wait, what, huh? All right, so match moving right along. Neither lady taking a break or trying to ice the other. I could have seen a time out here. And let's everybody stop thinking for a second and see if that works. But either way, I think both women are committed to playing it through. And man, again, I cannot say enough how impressed I am with these center ball breaks. They're breaking better than I see the men break sometimes. It's not about the power. They're just hitting it exactly right.
You have a good choice here. Both sides are sitting kind of nice, solids and stripes. And my first thought was solid.
I mean, she's got a great choice here. It's just getting to that 10 ball. It's not that it's a bad ball. If she was on the 11 and slightly better here, you could just go right off the first shot and take the stripes and get to the 10, and you could still do that. The solids are good though, and they're open. And if the 8 goes, there's no reason not to just probably take the solids out. But we'll see what she decides. She has easy balls to start either one.
If you can get straighter on this 1, then you got a stop shot on the 7. Everything else is
you
hanging.
could even go 1 in the side. I would be doing a duck shoot of the balls in the side here. I think 6 and then come down to.
I like 2.
I would hold then 2.
Oh, she's going stripes. Okay, both sides were open.
So she goes stripes.
You want to hear something weird? I actually, if both sides are equal and open too, I choose stripes too. You know why?
They're easier to see.
They're easier to see. There's.
Come on, buddy. Who are you talking to?
Yes, of course. I knew you knew, but that was for the viewers at home. Because if you have a perfectly
this is
50,
all for the
50
viewers
choice,
at home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the viewers at home. We'd
the
be in bed.
solids are called solids for a reason. They're just one color, and every once in a while, it's kind of hard to pick up the edge of the ball or something that helps you aim.
100% agree. I think it's a little easier. Excuse me. To see the stripes. If you've played with the black set of balls, those are actually, I call them the hustler balls because they are the hardest balls to see I've ever, and they're playable, and you actually get used to it if you play with them for a while. But I know a guy who's a great money player, and he got a set of black balls from me, and that's what he plays on at his house with his tight diamond when people come over. And it's just an extra. He's tough enough without those things, and with
he wants that extra 1%.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy. And he's a great player. God, he's a lifer. He's a great player, and.
I'd like to say I am too. I always say I'm ready to fight and die and army crawl through anything for 1%.
Well, you invoked Brett Favre, so I know who you are.
One less miscue,
we're
one
going
less
through it.
foul, controlled bump.
Okay,
I'm
but
not
she's finally into the balls that I was going to be worried about. Like she's left those 3 down there.
The 9 must go. Okay.
Yeah. So so if it just goes right through that, then now you can get a perfect lineup on the 14 and the 11. And so in that case, I guess I can be in. But I just thought the solids were an easy out there.
I didn't know the 9 went, and maybe it was half a pocket, but she's just seeing things so clear right there. Right now, every ball is a rail.
It's just a table
14,
full of rails.
10. It's how hard is it to hit the rail?
She's a great ball pocketer. She really is. So by using that logic, she's shooting the rail a lot.
10, 11, 8 has.
I hope your buddy's listening this morning and
that doesn't like my saying.
Cringing wherever he is. It's not a rail.
He's listening, and he's
shout out to you, bud. I forgot your name, but we met last night.
Taylor Collar, shout out.
Taylor.
He's got a.
Hey, I heard they need some help in the booth today,
right
bud.
now.
Come on down.
He's getting a booth too. Yeah, he's a fan favorite. Not as much as the Ray and Ray show though. The Ray show.
We're becoming very popular, man. Soon it'll be a morning show. So great out from her. She did the work of going around through everything and getting it. Notwithstanding the solid versus stripes discussion at the beginning, I think both balls went with the 9 going in the side like that. So no argument there.
Yes, and
great
made
run.
Sure she didn't get jacked up on her final stripe. She was able to cue just in between the 8 and the 1, which was pretty important for a little draw shot there.
It was. And look, she's done what she's done the whole set, and that's be the first one to go to the next level.
Wow.
So she'll be the first on the hill.
Crowd's starting to wake up. There's a lot of clapping now. I got to clap for that too, because that's 8 ball.
That was a great out. So here we are, 6-5. Kaylee on the hill. The way things have gone, Miina has come back and tied it up every single step of the way. I don't think anybody's been ahead 2 games in this, right? It's been 1-1 the whole time.
It's like a game of inches.
Yeah, it really is.
Almost feels like another Green Bay Packer championship.
Green Bay, down on the goal line, and we just need to run it through. Who we got? We were running back starved in Green Bay a few times. I know that.
Oh, I'm on Green's my guy. That's my favorite Packer running back. But yeah, we've had some good ones over the years.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I like this shot because you get to see both players. You get to see body language, calm, nervous. Maybe they're staring down at the ground, or maybe they're looking up at the sky.
I could see Miina was frustrated right there just a little bit that she got to 6 before. She really worked to keep it close and did keep it close the whole time. If she just would have got the 6th game first, it'd be mission accomplished, right? But Kaylee managed to get that out off of that great break. I mean, it's not pure power. So that one is more like what you see with a lot of, it wasn't perfectly hit, and therefore no ball in. And I just think you see that a lot more. I've been really impressed with this tournament, how many balls are being made on the break. I honestly believe the men need to take a look at what the women are doing here. They may be over breaking, too much power.
Well, with that Town Magic Rack, again, I think it's the best Magic Rack in the game.
That's probably part of it, too.
You are going to get a very even, because sometimes you see, even with the Magic Rack, you'll see a dead break every once in a while, and you're like, how would that happen?
The regular triangle Magic Rack, I don't love it. I agree with you. The Town has those little pieces that go out into the middle, and it really makes a difference on the structure of the rack being right. Even though you think, oh, it's a Magic Rack, the triangles, the balls are going to be froze. Yeah. It doesn't end up working like that unless you get in there and make sure that they're froze.
Yeah,
but the Town having that additional 2 little flaps that go into the middle, I think provides stability to the middle of the rack and some sort of uniformity, because the balls are breaking really well.
And if you like my theories on every ball's a rail, stuff like that, I call them Ray theories, actually. So they're yours too.
Oh no.
But I say there's levels of frozen. There's froze, and then there's another term I call froze.
Really?
And so the Town racks get these balls froze.
All right, I might steal that.
A lot of people aren't ready for that, so we'll hold that to the side for now. But there are levels of frozen.
All right, so she goes solids with this line of solids down here. It's a little surprising to me too. Do you look at that? I guess the 11. I don't know. That line of balls there is brutal.
Yeah. Well, if you got a line, for my first thought is you might be able to play a sweet safe here.
Okay. Right up in behind him.
Literally
use
up
that
in
wall.
There, yes.
Yeah. She called something.
Oh, she called it. So maybe she can just see the 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell that from here.
You can see the 6. Definitely clear the 6.
Yeah, no problem. Again, so we just can't tell that that's doable from there. I'm just thinking that's a line of balls that she shot herself into.
4 on the side.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, no, she's fine with it.
She might have got perfect on that little line. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so now she can bump the 6 if she needs to here, or play it in.
3 is going to be a later problem. She was just eyeballing it to see if she can get through that little avenue right now.
I think you wind up coming down table off the 2 for that 3, but we'll see how she does that. I think she's pretty much locked into this shot, right? She doesn't really have a choice. It's what's she going to do next. Oh, all right, so she doesn't have the time expire. I sure didn't think that. I still don't want to go back to that.
I think she was trying to get a little more out and maybe cut the 3.
Yeah, that's 3, cut the 3 and go back up.
Because now
she has that again here, so you can cut the 2 in and come across and get the 3. And that is what she's clearly
Center
looking
table.
at. Yep.
Let's get this cut on the 3, because then I can get back to the 7. You don't want to go down table, up table, down table, but that's where you are right now. So this is 8-ball.
Well, the 7's how you bail yourself out if you come up short. You'll go 7 corner and do some like draw off the rail and back out kind of thing. But I can guarantee you she wants to get right where she just pointed.
And she did use her extension. So if you look at the screen next to the names, there's a little green dot.
Oh, she has called her extension.
When that green dot is gone, that means your extension's gone. You only get 1 per game, and they're 30-second extensions.
Making her final decisions. She will not be able to have another extension this game, so she needs to make the decisions that she needs. Okay. Now, if they do go double hill, the ladies will have 2 extensions in that final game. So that's just of note. If this goes double hill, then both women will have 2 extensions the final game.
You got a choice here. You can cut the 3.
Yeah.
She's looking at the 7.
I think I'm cutting the 3 here, probably.
Yeah, because you're going to have to cut the 3 regardless, whether it's this shot or the next shot.
Exactly, and you're on it now. This is actually, for a pro, this is not a ridiculous shot. If she plays any one pocket at all, you shoot this shot all the time. Yep, you'll live with that.
Very nice.
And so she gets the shooter's roll through the traffic, and she's got to be feeling great right
that
here.
That could end this set right here. That was sweet.
That should take her to the promised land. So you breathe right here. You don't be in too much of a hurry. You can see she just took an extra breath right there. She knows she's got it if she just follows through right here and gets it done.
Just roll up. I call it the fruit roll up. Natural on the
big shot right here. Big shot. Well hit.
When you get this final 8 ball, you want to have, they call it a cinch stroke. It's not, you're not blasting it, you're not rolling it. You want to have this, a very comfortable.
Yep.
There it is. Boom.
Just that much.
That was it. That was
great match by Kaylee McIntosh to hold on, continue to get the first game each level, and then win. Great job.
Big round of applause.
Good job, Miina, Tani.
Great job, Ray. You did a great job.
You represented.
Good
morning.
Job,
Ray.
Yeah, we just left each other like 10 hours ago.
We were there till close. That's my style, yeah. And you drink bourbon. What's going on here?
Not this early, but I'm not opposed.
Oh no,
to it.
I mean just the late night pool hall and all of that was.
Why not? I've got a spot on my eye, so what's the point? I may as well try to stay happy about it. Well done. Enjoyed this. I guess we're going to stay for the next match. We'll probably shut off here for a second, though, and let the girls come in. And I'm not aware what that match is going to be yet, but we'll be back shortly to tell you.
Yeah, come right back. WPBA channel on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and if you share it, maybe some more people will watch the next match with us.
The Ray Morning Show, courtesy of X Pool. We'll talk to you guys shortly.